Hi, I'm Kelly. You know, sitting in front of this fireplace reminds me of my old dog Sam. Gosh, she was such a pretty girl. Such a good dog, too. But when she was young, sometimes she would chew up my shoes or get into something she wasn't supposed to or make a mess around the house, if you know what I mean. As she grew up, she learned what made her a good girl and what made her a bad girl. Anyway, today we're going to be talking with Ricky Jame. Ricky's a rapper and producer outside of Hanover, Boston. He's one of many talented artists who has performed at the Brooklyn Overground shows, a monthly show here in New York, where talented artists come together and perform their crafts. You know, come to think of it, Ricky's story isn't too unlike Sam's. Let's hop over to his studio and find out what made him quite the little rascal when he was young. I think he's going to tell us about the brown fence bullies.
There was this area like right before my house. I lived like right next to the high school. So basically there was this area right before my house where like it was just a fence and there wasn't really any other houses around. So, you know, we could go there, meet up and, you know, basically drink and do whatever because, you know, my dad couldn't see me or anything like that. As a young kid, you know, in our old house, I remember, you know, when I was in 6th grade or something, I was like talking to one of my good friends. I was like, hey man, you wanna come over and play video games, like do like a sleepover, like a middle school type thing? And I ended up going home and there was just a huge ass party at my house, like because my sister was in high school at the time. Someone was like playing my brand new guitar, like ass naked, standing on top of the kitchen table, like, you know what I mean? I was like, my guitar, like, you know what I mean, like freaking out. So I mean, you know, all the bad things that I did as a high schooler, I learned from my older sisters. So they're the one to blame. So you're the one to blame in my delinquency.
I got some rapid fire questions for you.
All right, let's do it.
Paninis or calzones?
Calzones.
Hoodie or crew neck?
Crew neck.
Spirit animal?
A mountain lion.
Tenor or soprano?
Tenor.
Sopranos or The Wire?
I'm gonna have to say The Wire. The Wire.
Favorite SpongeBob character?
Patrick.
Chicken parm or buffalo chicken?
Chicken parm.
Kickball or wiffle ball?
Wiffle ball. Used to have a league. I used to run a wiffle ball league. There was like 32 teams. I like made
32 teams?
Yeah, 32 teams. It was 2-on-2. It was real legit. I used to like make like it was called the MLW, Major League Wiffle Ball. I used to like make my own like magazine, like featuring people. Like if you weren't playing, you had to ump, or if you weren't umping, you had to run statistics. And like,
you had people doing stats in the wiffle ball league in Hanover, Boston.
Yeah.
How old were you?
I was like 10 years old. Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah, so wiffle ball is like very dear to my heart. Like me and my cousins would like do tournaments all around Massachusetts, and like we won one of the tournaments and stuff.
Whoa.
Yeah. Wiffle ball is like real legit.
Here in the studio, we're going to get a little live session from Ricky Jame. Tell me about the track you're about to play.
So this track's called In the Middle. You know, most of the time when I'm coming up with ideas, you know, it always sounds good in the head, but it's always good to hear it out and, you know, see if it's going to make the cut.
Yeah, 2 house playing monkey in the middle. Yeah. White boy ball, Larry Bird, bitch. White boy ball, Larry Bird, bitch. Yeah, I got these new kids acting nervous, cause I even look better in person. Yeah, I'm in between lanes, I'm merging. No matter of fact, just pull over. Make way for the King Cobra. Man, wild boy, I thought I told you. Someone stacks, boy, I need a folder. Wake and bake every day, I get it. Yeah, she was a bitch, yeah, I know I said it. Not a day go by that I don't regret it.
Damn, yeah, I got caught shoplifting. Yeah. But it wasn't at Lids, though.
Where was it?
It was technically at a Macy's. I was switching hats at a Macy's for polo hats. And I got
polo hats?
Yeah, it was polo hats specifically. I was super into polo hats at the time.
Like Polo brand?
Yeah, Polo brand. Like, you know the curved hats.
The little tiny logo?
Yeah, with the leather strap. Yeah, it was sick.
Those were hard.
Yeah, I was in 8th grade, and, you know, a bunch of my friends were just like, yeah, dude, it's wicked easy. Like, you just, like, take off your hat and, like, put on a new one and just, like, walk out. And I was like, all right, yeah, no problem. So, you know, we did it, and I just, obviously, my goofy ass got caught.
Why did you make hip-hop? Why not any other music?
I guess all right. So like the first rap album I ever got was Get Rich or Die Trying.
Classic.
Yeah. And it was actually one of my sister's boyfriend, my other sister Carly. She's my older sister. She had like, you know, this might sound, but she had a bunch of boyfriends or whatever, like throughout like my childhood. I never had like an older brother, so I kind of like took after a lot of her boyfriends. Like, you know, like one of her boyfriends was wicked into Yu-Gi-Oh. And I just became, fun fact, I'm like a Yu-Gi-Oh master. I won a tournament when I was like 13 years old.
Whoa.
Yeah. I was, and then after I won the tournament, I just retired. I was like, I'm going on.
Whoa, let's step back. I want to know more about Yu-Gi-Oh.
Yeah.
How'd you get into Yu-Gi-Oh?
Yes.
What is the game like?
All right, so I originally got into Yu-Gi-Oh because of my sister's boyfriend. He was super into it. He's like, yeah, man, like, I do these tournaments every week. You should come by or whatever. So then I was like, oh, this is sick. Started buying decks or whatever, and I just ended up being nasty. And I always kept 3 Summon Skulls in my deck. He had like 1,800 attack points, but his defense points were dope too. You know what I mean? So if you flip him into defense mode, he was still gonna be straight.
Yeah.
But like he could still pack a punch. Started beating like 30-year-olds. People were getting pissed. And they were like, yo, let's do this like big tournament out in Boston. And then like I just won the whole thing. In the semifinals of that tournament, it was probably like a 40-year-old lady. And like she literally cried after I beat her.
Whoa.
Which was hilarious.
People get really emotional with those card games.
And she claimed that I was cheated. She again on the summon. The reason why I remember Summon Skull, she was like, "You have more than 3 Summon Skulls in your deck because you're only allowed to have 3 of a certain card in your deck." She's like, "I know he uses 4th Summon Skull," like calling him out, like check his deck. I was like, "You can check my deck." I'm like 13 years old, like mad small. They checked my deck and it was straight. One of my other sister's boyfriends, he was wicked into like rap music, and I heard him playing 50 Cent out of his car, dropping off my sister. I was like, what's this? He was like, oh, this 50 Cent, like, you gotta check this out. Then I ended up buying Get Rich or Die Trying, and then like, yeah, like him and like T-Pain are probably the whole reason why I make rap music, 100%.
Whoa.
Yeah, 100%.
T-Pain. Tell me about T-Pain's music.
Yeah, so like, it was Get Rich or Die Trying, my first CD, and then the first ever rap video or music video in general that I ever watched on TV was T-Pain, I'm Sprung.
Great music video.
Yeah. He's like standing on top of the roof of the house and everything. Yeah, when I heard him, I was like, I want to make music. Like T-Pain is what inspired me to make music, like real shit.
Looks like Ricky did quite a bit of growing up when he was in Hanover. And I do have to say, I'm quite the T-Pain fan as well. My personal favorite is Chopped and Screwed. Anyway, New York's been a real big influence on Ricky too. So let's hop over the river to the East Village and find out what he likes to do. Around the city?
Yeah, 100%. I mean, like, it depends. It depends on the day. Like, most days, yeah. Because I love just walking around the city by myself, put the headphones in. That's a lot of times I do my writing, too. It's like either when I'm on the subway or I, like, put on an instrumental and I'll just walk for, like, hours.
Have you ever been to the Schwitz?
The what?
The Russian-Turkish bathhouse.
Oh, yeah, bro.
Yeah?
Oh, yeah.
You've been to the Russian-Turkish bathhouse?
Yeah, we actually, I think we talked about this the other day on the Homies podcast.
Oh, yeah?
Shout out High Value.
High Value.
Yeah, dude, yeah. I've been in this Turkish bathhouse. It's hilarious.
How many times?
Only once. I don't think I'll ever go back.
Why is that?
I mean, it's hilarious, but it's just not, like, I don't think I can continue to do that. Just because, like, it's a ruthless lifestyle. Yeah, we're almost there. We're like 1 block away, one avenue away, so to speak. It looks like it's locked, though. Wow. How unfortunate. I guess it's locked for the season.
Monday through Thursday.
Oh.
There you go.
Yeah. But that isn't true, though, because in the summer, this was open, like, every day.
Yeah.
Yeah. We can go, like, to Thompson Square Park if you want. So we're at Thompson Square Park right now, which is still dope. I mean, it's not quite the creative little garden, but the garden was locked.
Tell me about Ricky's red juice.
Oh, hell yeah. I used to be lactose intolerant when I was little. However, the doctor recommended that, hey, if you're not going to drink milk, a good healthy alternative would be a mixture of white grape and cranberry juice.
I will buy that.
Oh, hell yeah. It's fire. So yeah, my dad would just make that for me all the time. And yeah, and like that's just like my thing. Like that's anytime I go home, it's like Ricky's red juice, straight up.
Jackets. Tell me about jackets.
Hell yeah.
Because you're wearing a fresh jacket.
Oh, hell yeah.
If I'm a freshman going to Syracuse and I need to get some jackets,
yeah, so
how do I start?
You know, you got the essentials. You need the starters. You need a bunch of the starter jackets. You know, maybe a hockey jersey that you can throw a hoodie under.
Nice. That's a clean type.
Oh, hell yeah. Or like, you know, a classy varsity jacket that you have that you can throw a hoodie under is really clutch as well. If you're jiggy, you're jiggy, you know?
Yeah.
You know, like if you got it, you got it.
Would you ever want to like have your own fashion line?
I don't know. What I really want to do first, if I'm talking anything that I want to sell first, I'm going to sell my own juice, Ricky's Reggie. Oh, hell yeah. That's the first thing that I will sell.
Tell me about comic books.
Comic books. Oh, yeah. Oh, hell yeah. Yeah, you got the scoop, man. What I did actually was I started like drawing and making my own versions of Captain Underpants.
Really?
Yeah. I had like this thing, like, you know, remember like Super Diaper Baby was one too? Yeah. So I would actually like draw and write stories, you know, of my own versions of Captain Underpants stories and everything. Yeah, I used to do that. Like I used to record my own songs in my dad's tape deck and things like that. Like me, like
deck?
yeah, like singing, like literally singing into a tape deck. And I had little cassettes, and I was making comic books. I was always just trying to. I was OD, just trying to create stuff, I guess.
All right, I got some more questions for you.
Yeah.
Lil Wayne or Lil B?
Lil Wayne.
Tall T's or tall boys?
Oh wait, well let's subtract. Lil Wayne's my favorite. Lil B, that's hard, cause Lil B's
Which
the
one?
man.
Off top.
Lil B's the man though. Like the bass god, like his philosophy's dope. I'll say Lil Wayne, but I just want to still honor the bass god though. You know what I'm saying?
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Tall T's or tall boys?
Tall boys.
Favorite game show?
I guess Around the Horn, if that's a game show.
Sure.
Yeah.
Shakes or smoothies?
Shakes.
Stone Cold Steve Austin or Cold Stone Creamery?
Oh man, Cold Stone Creamery. I used to work there.
Tell me about that. I heard you got a funny story with some peanut butter.
Yeah. So my sister used to work at Cold Stone Creamery, and she actually got me my first job. Like my very first job was working at Cold Stone Creamery. So I'm allergic to peanut butter. Fun fact: allergic to all nuts, all fish.
Mm-hmm.
So I was making ice cream one day, and you know, I was usually pretty careful when I was making peanut butter ice cream, making sure I wasn't, you know, as long as you don't shove it down my throat, I'm not gonna die, you know. One day, kind of like got my eye or whatever. I had like a huge allergic reaction. I had to like leave work, and then the next day I just got fired.
Why did he fire you?
I mean, deep down they're like, look, like you're a liability. Like at that point.
That's hard.
Yeah, it was ruthless.
Shout out to that boss.
Yeah, I mean, it was, you know, it's real world. It's real life.
Word. Well, we're about to go uptown.
Yeah, man. We're gonna
Where
go. We're gonna go to the neighborhood, man. We're gonna go right by the crib. This place called Street Bird. You know, it's a great spot. It's one of my favorite spots, just to chill, have a beer.
That's up in Harlem.
Yeah, it's up in Harlem, man.
Cool. Let's get to it. Ooh wee! All this talk of food's got me hungry. This Street Bird place sounds pretty good. Well, it is good. I know that because I already ate it with him earlier. Anyway. So you come here often?
Yeah, man. This is just the vibe. Like, you know, you can just see around this place. It's just like, it's a great place to write. Like, it's just, they always play phenomenal music. They have books to read. This book called The Big Payback, which is the history of business and hip hop.
Oh, cool.
I like found this book here, and then I ended up buying it myself. But like, then it's just amazing. It's just a vibe. It's cool.
Yeah.
I like being on this type of frequency.
Do you come here and like hang for a while?
Yeah, man. Like I'll just chill, have a couple of beers, and just like read.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? The music is amazing, and it's just like, it gives me a vibe of just like the history of like the neighborhood.
All right, I got some more questions for you.
All right, cool.
Green sauce or red sauce?
Green sauce.
Ricky James or Ricky Jean?
Ricky James. Ricky Jame. That's funny.
Westiers or Pacini's?
Oh, shit. Pacini's, 100%. 100p.
Tell me about Pacini's.
Pacini's like the best like Italian place that's in my town. Got chicken parm like literally like 3 days out of the week.
Yeah.
Constantly. Yeah.
So tell me about Westie's though.
Yeah, Westie's buff chick calzone. I mean, it kind of depends on the mood.
Whoa. Say that again.
Yeah, buff chick calzone. I feel like people don't know what a real calzone is. You know what I mean? Like a lot of people just think that the calzone is just like this big blob encrusted into some type of pie scenario, but it's not like that. It's supposed to be like cheese on top too. You know what I'm
Really?
saying? Yeah, it's not supposed to be like
a pizza, but folded over.
Yeah, it's not a pizza folded over. It's not like a pie. It's supposed to be like, it's supposed to look like a pizza from the top.
Really?
But really, it's layered up.
What's the difference between James and Gene?
James. All right, so Ricky James is, my middle name. It's my real name. Gene is the middle name of both of my sisters, both of my older sisters. And when I was younger, I was set at first. I was like 4 years old, and I was like, how come they're both Kelsey Gene, Carly Gene? How come I'm not Ricky Gene? You know what I mean? But yeah, then they were like, yo, because you're a guy and you need to be named after your grandfather.
Oh, we got some food coming.
The beautiful food.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Good. Thank you. So we got two, what are these, crispy birds, yeah?
Two crispy sandwiches.
And that's mine. That's my biscuits and gravy.
Those are the yin yang fries.
These are the yin and yang fries. All right. Let's grub. This looks so good. You said you've written songs for other people.
Yeah.
Who are those other artists? What's those songs like?
Yeah, I mean, like, most of the artists that I write for, they're mostly like, R&B, pop stuff. But, as of lately, I've been writing a lot with one of my best friends, White Cliffs, and we've been doing a lot of rock stuff. It's crazy that there's a void in the music business right now. It comes
rock.
Of just real rock. I feel like in terms of mainstream spotlight, there's not a lot of rock. Like think about how many rock bands there were at the time.
I never thought about that.
Yeah. So and it's something that I enjoy. Like, I've been playing guitar since I was younger, and I love songwriting in general. It's not just I just look at music as just music.
Yeah.
But what other type of music I'm writing, I'm writing.
To wrap it up, going forward, you got a new album coming out.
I would call it an album, probably more of a mixtape thing.
Okay.
Yeah. This is a project that I've been working on for the past like 2.5 years. And it's really exciting to finally, get off my chest. It kind of goes off to the whole, I guess motif of the project being Renaesance Man. Is that, I do a lot of things. I do, I'm a rapper, I'm a singer. I also, do songwriting for a number of different people. And it's just cool to be able to express yourself in so many different types of ways. Like, I don't even look at music as like a genre anymore of how I express it. It's all these different type of vibes and frequencies and moods.
Yeah.
And I just enjoy being able to work on a variety of different projects.
Well, dope.
Yeah.
Dude, this has been hot.
Yeah, dude, this is
Yeah.
dope.
So
Appreciate
we got
the day, man.
Day in the life of Ricky James. Renaissance Man, gonna be coming out soon.
Renaissance Man 2018.
And look for him all over the streets of New York.
Yeah, man, I'm out here. Ricky James, RIGGY James on Instagram. See
At me,
my
bro.
goofy
Ape
ass. Peace. Boston 2 and Y, just like I'm MC Guru. The way she dancing on my dick, you think she wear a tutu. They say I'm paid to spread love. What the fuck do you do? Then she went and stabbed my heart. A girl, you playing voodoo? Funny when I talk my shit, they say I sound stone. So I take that advance and go and spend it on a brownstone. Then dug you through the front door, laughing, yelling, honey, I'm home. Every tape got some gems with no I rhymestone. Yeah, they're asking all these questions I just don't know. All I know when this shit drop, girl, I'ma make a boatload. Ben had these zips around me, I call it my ozone. How come when it's whack, they still go gas it like Sunoco? Ricky James, Renaissance Man, 2018.
Wow, that was quite the rap, Ricky. And you know what? I think this is a rap too. So, on behalf of Brooklyn Overground and High Value, I'm Kelly, and we'll see you next time.